Hello viewers, this is Major General Neelendra Kumar for the YouTube channel Lex Concilium Foundation. Here I am in conversation with Principal Nalini ArulRaj for the playlist In Se Miliye. Now Nalini, as you are aware, she is Principal of Somerville at Noida and she is a recipient of the National Teachers Award. My question to you is, we are now on question number 10. That looking at your career and your innings as a principal here, what would you single out as the most significant contribution or the step that you took and that proved to be rewarding?
Okay, during the COVID period.
There may be many, but what comes first to your
I'll
yes.
think about it. I'll just say one, give one of it. During the COVID period, now, we had to open our windows and doors and all that. I had kept my door open. Okay. And that time, anybody who wanted to meet me used to come and stand at the door because I couldn't let them into things. They used to stand at the door and talk to me.
But the conversation did not die down. Dialogue was open.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I kept that open door policy even now. Every parent, any teacher, any support staff wants to meet me, my door is never closed. Meaning it is closed door,
but approachable.
They can, absolutely. Many a time you'll find the whole day these fellows, my peons will tell me, ma'am, बोल दे मैं बोल दूँ नहीं मिलोगे नहीं मिलोगे. I always tell them, let them meet. That is why the parents, they have so many queries, but remember, when they pay the fees, they admit the child, who do they want to meet? The highest authority. They want to meet the principal. If they've got a problem, they want to. I should be able to meet them, and I devote a great deal of time to meeting them. And I found that has been a very, very successful thing, because anybody wants to come. I find out so many things just because I allow people to come and meet me.
So the dialogue, you see, it doesn't dry down
at all.
You are approachable, whether it is students, whether it is your academic colleagues or the staff. You are open.
You should ask anybody in Noida. Ask anybody in Noida.
That is
the principal approachable? They will all tell you.
I think that's the success of your leadership. Yes. And my next question is, I have grandchildren and they are comparatively young. And I see them going with a sort of big bag to the school. Now, I'm very keen to know that what do you feel? Do you agree that the students at a relatively junior level in lower classes are also saddled with big academic load?
Let's say to a certain extent, yes. They've got, maths. But see, in the junior classes, the CBSE has also asked us to maths, English, Hindi. These are the three major subjects that we have to teach. These are the only books that they will carry in the bag to lessen the load on the things. EVS, GK, all is we are supposed to teach them. Okay? So in the primary section, I have asked my HODs to discuss with the maths teacher. Like today also they had a meeting with the maths teachers, with the history teachers, etc. Only those, maybe the book is big, but in that they will weed out all the unnecessary stuff. Many of the topics you're going to repeat again in class 6, again in class 8. For example, time and distance. I'm giving you maths the same. The child, if he does it in class 4, is going to do it very thoroughly in class 8. Why make them struggle through it now where the child doesn't understand it at all? Do decimals, do fractions, do LCM, which they're going to need throughout their lives. That is to be. So there are so many, in the textbook there are so many unimportant chapters. They can
you're trying to cut down the unnecessary load.
Unnecessary, because unnecessary they're going to do it over and over again. Okay, to a certain extent they need to be reinforced. But now at this young age, we do it in smaller bits. And then later on it will be done more thoroughly when they have a proper understanding and they are able to digest all this. So we do that to a certain extent.
Now,
in
this sort of an exercise, is it also undertaken, say, in the junior classes at the school, say 6th, 7th, 8th, and all that? You review the syllabus.
Not only we review the
Yes.
syllabus, the CBSE also reviews the syllabus. Now in classes 6, 7 and 8, the NCRT has come out with textbooks which are, I've cut out a lot of topics. Before there were 17 chapters, now there are 11. There are things. So in a way, I think everybody is realizing that we're burdening our children too much to a certain extent. But yes, you cannot leave out important stuff. Children have to study that to be able to think. And Indian children are very good at rote. And they remember everything. So to a certain extent, we can leave out some of the stuff, but some of the stuff we need to include.
Now, since you've been traveling abroad also, and now if you compare relative sort of academic injection that is given to the students, do you think that in India we are imparting or emphasizing more on this academic delivery to the students?
Yes, in India we definitely do that. There they're a little bit more laid back and casual. But don't forget, look at the classrooms. How many children do they have in a classroom? 15 children? In every class they have 15 children. My grandchildren go to a school where there is 15 children in each class. Now the teacher can give them personalized attention. They don't do any written work at all. They all have laptops and they have this thing on which they do their homework. Our children have to work it all out. There are 35 children in each classroom over here. The teachers makes an effort to spend enough time with all the children. So in our school, I will not say anything wrong with our Indian style of education.
Like to defend it and sort
I
of-
would, and especially with this new education policy that has come into
Yes.
being, to a certain extent I agree with it, especially in the junior classes. The nursery, the LKG, UKG, they've broken it up and made it easier. Children at this entry level, they put the entry level for class 1 at 6+, that is increased it by 1 year. Children are older, so they are able to understand what is being
Comprehend
taught.
better,
And in we've divided up the syllabus more evenly. They're not struggling with the matras in class 1. We've given it to them in the UKG also. So in a way, I don't know, I will defend my Indian system to the core. If our children are all going and getting admission into the best colleges in the US and Australia, tell me why? Because our system, there must be something.
Many would agree.
Yes.
And be convinced with your viewpoint. Stay with us, this conversation will continue.